Hey everybody, welcome back to the Geriatric Millennials with Beth
and Jayme.
We're here. It's a new year.
Oh my gosh, new year. New year, same you.
Yeah. For real. For real. Like I always think like, I don't know, since I was a kid, it's just like magically on the first of the new year, I'm going to be a whole new person. And it's always a lie.
Oh my gosh, I re-listened to our episode, like our New Year episode from last year. And because I wanted to try and remember like what I had said and what my goals were. Yeah, that was kind of funny.
Very funny. I was like, Beth, you did not hit any of your goals.
I was like, oh, I'm in a journal and I want to be better at documenting my life, blah, blah, blah. Do I have a journal? No. Did I write a single line? Did I document anything?
No.
Not really.
No, I had a whole dream of like being a Visco girl and like documenting like picture photo of the day. Didn't do one. I went and looked at my camera roll. I don't think I took one picture of myself last year. Like one
Beth,
selfie.
That's a little sad.
I'm sorry. Like I wasn't doing anything exciting. Like I'm not just going to sit around and be like, hey, selfie girl. Like I'm not.
Oh my gosh.
I'm old school. Like I was raised on where you had, 24 pictures on a roll of actual film.
Right.
You got to save those. So I just haven't transitioned. I mean, I have 8,000 pictures of my cat though. So
I do think it's interesting when somebody, well, maybe this sounds judgmental, but because it kind of is. But when somebody takes a selfie and then they post it, but then what they say is like completely different, like nothing to like the picture doesn't match.
Oh, what they're saying.
Like if you just wanted to post a picture of yourself, like
you
just do that and just be like, hey, instead of being like posting this picture where you're looking cute, but then say something like let's stop animal abuse. Like the tree, yes, like something totally random, like it's snowing outside or something, and it's like why aren't you showing the snow? Like like why is it a selfie? Anyway,
I get that.
That was a side note.
No
shame in taking selfies. Like I don't care. It's just like it just seems like people will do
just
that.
Just own it.
Exactly.
Just own it. Be like, I look cute today.
Yeah, just own that and don't post about something completely different with a selfie of yourself.
Yes.
Like what?
Yeah.
Anyways,
speaking of I was very appalled at my reading behavior this last year. So I said I was going to read 75 books because I had over 80 books.
I know
new books in my home.
You know what? I didn't want to crush your dream, but I was trying to help you be more realistic because I was like, "Are you sure? Like, why pick a number that high?"
Because I'm crazy. I don't know, dude.
Because then I'm like, well, I don't want you to be.
I wasn't disappointed. No, I don't care.
Okay.
I just say things that I think that would be cool if I did that. And then,
okay.
I did have a coworker say, oh, that was a good goal. And then I was like, oh, I got to try to do that so I don't get embarrassed. I'm like, no, I'm not embarrassed. I read 5 books last year, which is more than a lot of people. And I added probably 15 new books to my collection. So there's that.
That is so funny.
Yes.
Okay. So.
But it's a new year now. It's 2023. We're both
2023.
turning 43 this year.
Mm-hmm.
That's really special.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Why'd you say that?
I don't know. It's just weird to think about like 43. New year, 2023.
I don't know.
We're living in the future.
It's true. The years just keep coming. Okay, so here we are.
Yes. What are your plans for 2023?
Oh, I have a list.
Me too. Much more ambitious than last year.
Really?
So, yes.
Ooh, I can't wait to see. Okay, I will say that one of the things that I had on my list last year is going to carry over because it didn't happen, but I still want it to. And that is a ladies camping trip.
Yes. I know 2 or 3 people.
You don't want to do that though.
Yes,
you
I
want
do.
to go to You want to go to a cabin.
Are you going to be camping in the woods?
Well, in a tent, that's camping.
That's one form of camping.
Okay,
but
we need to discuss
like
this.
you're camping deep woods or just like at a campsite?
At a campsite.
Okay.
I need some running water.
Okay. Well, some people are like, that's not camping. You got to walk in for 15 miles.
No.
And
That's
people.
backpacking. I don't want to do that.
Okay. I don't know this world. I would be down to go though. I have a blow up mattress. So
I would also be down with staying at a cabin.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
In nature.
Yes. But I have 2 friends that would be definitely down to go with us. So
let's do it.
I know you have more friends than that, but yes. Okay. That's a good one.
Yeah.
Okay. My number 1 this year is don't die.
I hope that's true. Why is that your number
because,
one?
Okay.
I'm processing. What?
Well, see, okay. I have this thing where, so my dad died when he was 62. And I think his mom died when she was like 82.
Okay.
Which is about 20 years difference, right? Between those two.
So
42 to 62 is 20 years difference.
Do you have some weird superstition or something?
No.
What are you talking about? Why would you die?
I don't know, to complete the pattern. So that's just my goal, is not to die this year.
Well, I'm
going to try.
I agree.
Yeah.
With,
I
support, I should say.
And part of that is
really
just like
that goal.
Being like early 40s healthy now. Like, things change as you get older and your hormones change. So it's just like getting healthy and like feeling my best. Like I've started taking magnesium supplements, which are supposed to, like most people are magnesium deficient, I guess. I don't know. Helps you sleep better at night. I've been having weird dreams.
Do you eat bananas?
No, that's potassium though.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right.
Yes. But I'm trying to get on my supplement game and, just.
Yeah,
just
good for
like,
you.
I don't know. Yeah.
Well, along those lines, I have some fitness goals.
Oh, okay.
Which is to continue on.
Okay. That's called Don't Die too. All right.
Continue on. No, but okay. So 2022, I didn't do a lot like I used to. It wasn't my normal. Like I don't know.
But you do dance all the time.
But throughout the pandemic, but like that's not. So when I say my normal, I mean like wake up in the morning, work out, like move my body at least 30 minutes, like get a sweat going like in the morning.
Oh my gosh.
And that helps me function, and it helps me, and it gives me energy, and I miss, like I don't feel my best when I'm not doing that, like 4 mornings or so a week, and I didn't do it until the fall. I started getting back into it, and now I want to maintain that, and so we actually invested in another machine.
What'd you get
in our home? We got the Peloton Row.
Oh, very cool.
Which is very cool. And so we kind of have this goal of kind of making our basement area our workout area, because now we have a teenage son who's really into working out. And for Christmas, we got him a workout bench and weights, and that's what he really wanted. And so we're in the process of like figuring out, I got to get some mirrors for the wall.
Oh, you're going
and,
all
like,
in.
Make it like, I want it to be like, that's like part of our
your family culture,
how we use the space in our home. And so so that's one of my goals, is to just maintain, like to continue on that and not fall off the wagon, so to speak.
Yeah, that's good. One of my goals this year is to just say yes to more, because I was in the COVID bubble longer than anybody I knew, and I have had such a hard time like getting back into my pre-COVID like lockdown groove of like just going all the time and just whatever. But I did figure something out. When I was doing youth ministry a couple years ago, I had so much going on that whenever I was home, my body was like, and we're home and we're doing nothing. And so I think because that was my routine for like years and years and years and years, was go, go, go. And then as soon as you're home, nothing. Once I was home, my brain was like, cool, nothing ever again.
Oh.
And so now I have to retrain my brain to be like, no, we can go out into the world. It's fine. I know it's a scary place, but we can have fun out there.
Yeah,
which is one of my goals, is to have fun.
Oh, I love that.
So yeah, have fun.
I want to participate in that with you.
I know. I'm really pushing myself to say yes to a bachata class or something like that.
Oh my gosh.
Put it away, Jayme.
Listen, they'll start this month, January.
I know. I already saw advertisements and stuff. So I was like, okay, we'll see. So I'm trying to like get my stamina up to
if you say that around me,
I know, but we're in different levels. You're like advanced.
I know, but that's why I'm just saying, I'm going to be like, Beth, come on.
Yeah, I know.
Cause they only start at 1 at like, you have to wait like 5 more months.
He's getting very excited.
I really am. Oh my gosh. You could join me in this world.
I know.
Of dance.
I know. Well,
I know you're a dancer.
I know. Again, I'm trying to say yes. Again, it's baby steps to yes. I said yes to a New Year's Eve party. Do you know how like incredibly hard that was for me?
No.
Incredibly hard.
I don't understand that, but I'm really glad you said yes.
Oh, no. Just being out past 7. Oh my gosh.
You're so old.
I know. It's great.
It really is. Okay. I also want to do same adventures.
Yeah.
More of that. So we do have a trip to Belize coming up.
Oh.
Which is awesome, because it's been a couple years since my kids have been there and been to Grandma and Grandpa's house, and we didn't see my parents last year. And so I'm excited for that. And we do try to prioritize that at least an international trip of some sort once a year in the winter, preferably. And so I'm looking forward to that a lot.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, travel's high on my list. I have to figure out what I want to do. Like, I know I want to go do things, but like when I travel, I usually like to go places where I can just see lots of like cultural things, like learn about a city, learn about a people or something like that. So I need to figure out what that looks like now. Because I also don't want to like be inconvenienced. So it's a slippery slope to try and travel, not be inconvenienced and go learn stuff and go to museums and things. So, but I do want to travel more.
Yeah.
Yes.
Speaking of travel, I do have a girls' trip in the works with my Belize and / Canada friends to go to Niagara Falls in September.
Nice.
And I hope that it actually happens.
That would be super fun.
Yeah. So that's
you guys had a trip a couple years ago, right? And that was really fun.
It was, to Vegas. It was super fun. It's the only trip we've done. And we've been friends for over 30 years.
Oh my gosh. We're kidding. 30 years.
Yeah, over 30.
That is amazing.
It really is.
So kind of in line with that, like this is a year for me for building relationships and being a better friend. I'm not like a great friend in many respects. Like I don't know what's wrong with me.
I have a puzzled look on my face.
I know, but I feel like so I value friendships where we can just pick up whenever. And I like low maintenance friends where we don't have to like, if I forget your birthday one year, you're not so devastated that you never talk to me again. You know what I mean? Like,
I certainly hope not.
Yeah. So it's like really about building relationships, but also for me, it's like I'm really looking at all the people in my life and looking at the people that like I really enjoy their company. And it's like, what level of friendship are we? And do we need to like go to the next level? It's like, so for example, there's someone at work and I really like her and she's cool and we're like good work friends and everything. And she was in my office. This was before the holidays. And I was just looking at her. I'm like, here's something. So, I want to take our relationship to the next level.
How did she take that?
She was all for it. Like, I think that it's hard to make friends as you're getting older. And then when you connect with people, it's weird in like friendships sometimes because in like, romantic relationships, you have the conversation. So we're like official now, right?
Right.
But as you're like having acquaintance that becomes more of a friend, it's like, there's a point where you have to be like, we're like good friends now, right? Like we can just like hang out on the weekends. Like we don't have to.
Yeah.
So there's a couple people that I've been like slowly approaching and being super creepy. I'm like, hey, I want to be better friends.
That's really cool.
let's do that. And so it's been really fun. So that's like,
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. And I'm trying to make I just want to make more friends. Like take a page out of your book and just make actual friends and like invest in people and all that stuff.
Oh my gosh.
I feel like I have the energy now though. It took me like a year of not doing ministry to have the recover enough to be able to like, okay, I can put into people again. And I think it'll be better because it's a lot less one-sided.
Yeah.
Than working with students.
Totally.
Yeah. Anyway.
That's cool.
So,
I'm glad to hear that.
Yeah.
So this year, my oldest is learning to drive.
Oh gosh. That's
exactly. Oh gosh.
Man, I remember when he was just in your belly.
So yeah. So this year it's a big year in many ways. That is not the least of which. I cannot wait for him to actually have his driver's license and to do some of the driving. I'm also terrified, absolutely terrified, because there's a lot of bad drivers out there and it's a dangerous thing to do to get behind the wheel and be out, driving in the world. So deep breaths,
letting go.
But that is happening this year. Oh my gosh.
That's so weird.
It really is.
I am trying to learn how to cook this year.
Oh.
So I always thought I'm not like a horrible cook and I know how to make a few things, but as a recent garlic incident proved, I do not necessarily have like my basics down on like what knives to use and like how to like prep things in a way that makes it easier to cook things. So like that's one of my goals is like a knife skills class. I don't even know if they offer that here, but just like learning how to cook like basics. Like I have this really great bread making book. I'm like, let's learn how to make some basic stuff, because that kind of ties into like, I want to be able to be a little more self-sufficient as far as like homesteading. Because eventually I want to buy a house and I'd love to have on like an acre of land.
I don't want to interrupt, but keep going.
Okay, but my homesteading is very different. So I'm picturing Beth having a house on 1 or 2 acres of land, which is nothing. Like that's not a farm. That's not a ranch. Although to me it is. And having a very small garden and being able to pick items from that garden and like pickle them or can them or be able to bake my own bread one day, like just a little bit. Not taking care, not living off the land fully at all, but just enough that like, hey, like it's harder to get produce nowadays. Oh, I know how to at least like maintain a small garden.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's cool.
Very limited. We are not living off the land.
Okay.
I'm not going off grid.
Yeah.
I'm literally talking about a backyard garden.
Yeah.
That's very small.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
because I know you did a lot of that stuff.
I have a little bit. I choose to buy my bread.
Mm-hmm.
I think I will always choose that because it's so convenient and so fast. And there's like bakeries that bake it, and it's just
I know
perfect. But I get it.
The thing is, though, I like that crusty bread, and it's so expensive. I'm like $8 for a loaf.
Oh yeah, you can totally make bread. It's actually really easy to make.
Listen, I'm going to make sliced. I'm going to buy sliced bread. I'm talking about like artisan bread. That's like.
Are you going to do sour? Are you going to
like
get on
sourdough?
The sourdough?
Maybe a little bit, but just like
I tried that.
Yeah, I don't want to keep a starter though. That just sounds like too much. That's a lot of pressure.
You got to babysit. You got to feed it.
Yeah, I'm like somebody gave me a starter once, and I felt really bad because I'm like I don't know what the hell to do with this, and I just threw it in the garbage eventually because I was like, what is happening here?
Oh my gosh,
that was really dumb of me. Anyway,
so one of the things that I would like to do this year, because that's what we're doing, right? We're talking about what we want to do this year.
Yeah.
So I'm a part of a canoe club, which I absolutely love. I didn't get to do it a lot this last summer, and so I'd like to do more of that. And in addition to that, I would like to experience rowing.
Oh,
because I've never rowed.
Mm-hmm.
I've paddled, which is like a different motion, and it's going forward, but rowing is going backwards.
Yeah.
And there's a rowing club.
Oh.
And I met the people.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm totally going to check it out this summer.
Oh, that's
I'm totally
awesome.
going to try it. So that's
cool.
Yeah. And now that I have like a row machine, I'm working on my form, but I want to do that on the water.
You're so cool.
Well,
that's cool.
I mean, thanks. I mean, I think it's cool. I want to try it. And I love water stuff. Like I love paddle boarding. I love paddling.
Mm-hmm.
Kayaking. I mean, I just got to add rowing.
Yeah.
And then there we go.
All the muscle groups are being used. Absolutely.
That's right.
That's really cool. Yeah. I keep saying I want to buy a house. I'm hoping that 2023 is the year where the market does something different.
Interest rates are starting to go down. Hopefully they just continue to go down.
Yeah. So I'm hoping maybe like towards the end of the year that I'll be able to like get into a house.
That would be amazing. Yeah. Please move into my neighborhood.
I would love that, but we'll see. And then my other big goal for the year is just to keep podcasting because I love it. And I love doing podcasting. Let's not run out of steam. Yeah. Cause it's a little bit of a grind. There's a smidge of effort you put in. And I just want to keep it going because I have so much fun doing this with you. And yeah.
Me too.
I just really like it. So.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yes. I have one more.
Yeah.
Actually, I have 2 more. 3. I have more.
Okay.
Okay. I would like to, I know I've already talked about how like dancing has become a part of my life, but I would like that to continue. And I would like to get more of my friends involved. Mm-hmm. Hint, hint.
Yes.
But also just make it more of a routine for Tony and I, that it's just something that we do regularly. So I don't know, I guess put it on my calendar and just like plan to go out on Saturday night. But like, I mean like regularly, like once a week.
Yeah. Wow.
I would really like that.
That's impressive. Jeez.
I don't know if it's sustainable, but I want to do it. So
I feel the same way about like meeting friends. Like I realize like when I meet up with a friend, I'm guessing it's the same for you for dancing. It's like good for your soul.
Yes. And that's on my list. I have girlfriend time.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. More of that, just more regularly.
Yeah.
And then I'd also like to work on more of a family routine. So we kind of had a good thing going for a while where we did like family movie night every Friday. Mm-hmm. And then this fall it just didn't work out anymore because of everyone's schedule and activities and everything, just everyone going in different directions. And that was really quite devastating to one of my children. The youngest was really sad about that because it's really fun and it's like a good way to connect with each other. So I want to work on making it a part of our routine, even if it's not the same exact night every single week, but like still regular.
Yeah.
You know?
I think that's cool. I think routines help with that.
It's just hard to stay and have everyone on the same routine when people have different commitments and activities. Like my one son was doing marching band and that just took up a lot of his time, and like there's games on Friday nights
and they have their own lives at some point.
Exactly.
Like, and so middle school, high school students all of a sudden like they have their own thing.
So I just want to be intentional about that, and I think we need to plan a little bit more and get it on the calendar versus just like, oh, it happens to be a night.
Yeah,
you know,
it has to be calendared. I was with a friend recently at dinner, and we always say like we want to hang out more. And we were almost leaving the dinner. I'm like, we have to schedule when we're going to meet the next time.
Yeah,
because
otherwise it
doesn't happen for 6 months, and then it's texting back and forth, and it's too much. I don't know. I think those are really good lists for 2023. Realistic, attainable. Yeah. I'm still going to try and read more books. I'm going to try for 50.
I love that.
It's not going to happen, but I'm going to try. The worst is like I use the Goodreads like book challenge. You can set your limit for how many books you want to read that year.
So how many books? That's almost a book a week, Beth.
Yeah, that's more realistic than 75.
Well, I know.
Because if I'm listening to books and reading books
with your eyes,
with my eyeballs, that's not that bad. I think that, it's fine. It's fine. And worst case scenario, you just go in and you just switch your books. One of my old friends I used to work at a library, she reads like 100 and something books every year. And I'm looking at her list. I'm like, dang. And she's just like plowing through. And I'm going in every couple months and just like reducing the number of books I'm saying is going to be on my book challenge today, where it's like, I met it from 75 to 5. So I'm going to go for 50 and just see what happens.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I don't have a goal like that. My goal when it comes to reading is to continue to read, whatever that looks like. Because it was interesting looking back on which months I read more and which months I read less. Yeah. And it's fun for me to have a record of that and kind of like look back and see. Yeah. So
that's good. Anything else that you're prepping for 2023?
We're talking about going to Glacier National Park.
Ooh.
So we need to get on this month in January. We have to actually like book stuff. Yeah. So that's a goal. It is. It's a whole thing.
Yeah. I just think it's really valuable to set some intentions. I won't say necessarily like resolutions, but some intentions for the year for like mind, body, soul, social, just like kind of all the areas of life that need to be fed. And
I like that.
Yeah. I think that can do a lot for one's psyche. Like I know for me that I need things that I look forward to that aren't work related or aren't like, and I don't mean just like my 9 to 5, but like, I have a side business. And so it's easy to get excited about those things, but then all of it is work and it's not necessarily fun stuff. Yeah. And you got to have that fun factor. Cause like I did no fun factor for two years. That did not bode well.
No.
Yeah.
Totally. I'm on board with that.
Yeah.
Agree. Fully, 100%.
Yes.
2023, the year of fun.
That's the word of the year. Just fun. Yes, and I
want that word every year.
I want like silly fun too, where it's just like we get together, play dumb games, sing dumb songs,
that sounds fantastic.
Be silly and fun and just like not care like that we're, youngish old women.
That's the best thing.
Yeah. Just not caring and just like being goofy and like dressing up as like, the Golden Girls and going to dinner one night just for kicks.
That would be fun.
Oh, that'd be special. So anyway,
I think we should pick
maybe a different theme, maybe something a little bit, although we're the same ages as a lot of them were on that show.
That's weird.
Apparently.
Not.
No, it's not. But there is a fun thing you can go look. It's like they show like the shows from the 80s and how old the actors were when they were playing those characters, like from Cheers and like Who's the Boss and stuff. And they're like younger than us now.
Weird.
And they look like older than us, like significantly. Yeah. But anyway.
Interesting.
Yeah, 2023.
2023.